Hello, hello. Thank you for the heartbeat. Grand Rising, everyone. Just trying to clean up my mess from the last. Good morning. Good morning, Louise. Yeah, I am. I am. Good morning, Pascalina. It was okay, Louise. Uh, grab a laptop. How was everyone's weekend? Sorry, you too, that always shuts down. Good morning, good morning. I'm okay, Wandy. Yeah, you guys know me a little bit. Thank you, Cindy. Good morning, Deanna. Thank you, thank you. Um, I probably will, Louise. Just give me 1 second. Just 1 second. I'm okay. My father's not doing too good. Thank you. Great, great. Um, thank you. Since about 2014 is when I started um, balloon decorations, working with actual balloons. Thank you. Working with actual balloons since 2001. Thank you, Lon. I wasn't going to come live today, but I don't need to be at my father's today because they're taking him. And the worst part is I don't even really know everything. They're not telling me everything. Thank you, thank you. When I'm upset, usually working is the best thing to do. Thank you, Pascalina. Thank you for the finger hearts. Oh, Sharon, my dad's not doing good. He's not doing good. So they have him on a protocol, but they just don't know if he's too far beyond or what. Thank you. So I'm trying to keep it cool. I did go to the Dollar Tree at one point over the weekend. Pretty much been at the farm back and forth since Saturday morning. Yes, Louise, he had some kind of a virus a few weeks ago. I think I was telling you guys about that. Well, it was more than a few weeks ago now. When he brought my truck back that time, which was just, I think, a couple of weeks ago, he drove here. He got to drive back, but he drove here in my truck. He did whatever he needed to do with the truck. But since then, it's not been so good. So last Tuesday, his best friend went over to see him, and he said that he wasn't looking too good. So he called the doctor and told the doctor to call my papa and have him go into the office right away. So he did, and they called the ambulance. So that was last Tuesday. He was having trouble breathing. Now he can barely walk. So he's on some heavy duty things. It's not traditional stuff. My father has this C word, and we think it's everywhere. Like, thank you, Deanna. I'm hoping, Sharon, that they're gonna work. It's pretty powerful stuff. Yes, thank you, Louise. Thank you, thank you. Lots of prayers, lots. Now, he did have some laughs yesterday, because anytime gas is involved, it doesn't matter what position Papa's in, he's gonna laugh. So he had some laughs yesterday. Thank you so much, Landy. Okay, I did go in the dollar store this weekend. Thank you, Matthew 18:20. This I'm not uh, sorry to hear that. I lost my mother from the same thing a little over 4 years ago. So I went to the Dollar Tree on my way home the other day. Thank you very much. I think I need Kleenex to the nose. Because if it's not coming down here, it's coming up there. Yeah, I went to the tree of the dollar. This was literally the only gift box that I could find like this. Good morning. Can't get that on there right now, but so you see, I would just have to fix that proper, but get some gift boxes to go with your bobos or bubbles. I'm going to be doing up a whole bunch soon so that I can start offering them to the customers. Thank you, thank you. Another thing I got at the dollar something, which I have a phone to pick, nowhere on the display did it have the price. So I assumed 1.75. After I paid, it wasn't that. It was 3, but 3 is still good. 3 is still good. So this is one of them. Hello, hello. It is 4, almost 4.5 feet tall. This was the other one, 3.2 feet tall and 6.5 feet wide. And again, I know you guys are looking at it backwards. So I'm going to check these out with you guys because this is a great price. So if you're in the US, they will be less than 3. You got it. So I'm going to do this one first. Looks like they're making these like the anagram. Oh, I can't remember what they're called. Wow. This is big. Wow. 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 Oh my goodness. Wow. I had no idea it was going to be this big. Like, isn't that huge? And then it has the base, which is like those clover balloons. I love it. And it comes with a little thing, the jiggy that you put around here, put around the base. It's like an elastic. Wow, I can't get over the size of this. Okay, let me open up this valve. Sometimes I need to use my blader just to open it up. They say, do I need to move outside? I know. It is. I was just going to say, they say that you should hold up your foil balloon straight in the air. Although my arm is not that long. Good morning, Cookie Don't Crumble. Before I go too far, you got me to laugh, yeah. You did. I was just going to make sure there's not a second inflation. Okay, good. The size of a sucker. Wow. I am impressed with this one. I might have to get the ladder out. You heard there will be a soft version. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. This sucker is just so big. I'm acting like I'm surprised. The thing does say 4.5 feet, 4.4 feet, but still, I just can't. Oh, yes, you got it. It's starting to come out now. Okay, maybe the rest I'm going to do with the hand pump. Like I can hear the air going into other sections. Good morning, my friend from Montego Bay. How are you? Let me try doing a squeeze a loose. This thing is big. She is big. Okay. There was a star giving me a hard time, but she's starting to come out. There we go. I definitely don't want it to overinflate it. I am fine now watching me. Thank you so much. Okay. I love this tree of the dollar. That is huge. And YouTube, I'm so sorry, you are seeing mostly the back of the laptop. Yes, heirlooms, you got it, Deanna. I was trying to remember the name. These are like heirlooms, but probably half of the price. Like, I'm pretty sure in Canadian dollars, this one here would be about 26. So 3 is amazing. Okay, let me get the base. Open up the valve first. Sometimes you don't need to do that, but sometimes it looks like it's stuck. The soft seal. Open up the other side now. Good morning, Misty. I'm going to ignore it. I'm just going to ignore it. I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered. If being rude makes you feel better, I just can't be bothered. Not today. I know who I am. Yes, I'm getting swallowed by the lens. So we have this one, and we're going to get that elastic thingy. Now I realized there was something on this balloon where I was like, what are these for? And I was inflating it. So there are these like extra tabs. So I was thinking, what would these be used for? This. I'm pretty sure. You're going to go in. Okay, I'm going to tie it on over here. Take care of. The base is huge. Yep, it is. Definitely is. Yeah, and then did you get rid of the one that doesn't want to hear me yap about my father? Just hoping I'm putting it in the right place. I think I am. Yeah, yeah. Very rude. I don't know if I misunderstood what I read, but yeah. I feel like that is not going to be right. I'm going to try it anyways. Um, yeah, this is not right. It should come nice and tight. Luckily, it's so long, if I cut it, we're not going to miss any pieces. Yep, they are obviously not a part of this family. And at this point, I wonder if they even have family themselves. I think I'm going to do it on these tabs. Super rude. It's just like the other day I posted as a, oh, this one, along with, there was another one, this one here. So I posted pictures in the community, and someone said, "That's it?" I said, "Yeah, it's nice and simple, and people like it. That's it." But I'm always trying to just forget about those kind of comments. But there was somebody over here when I glanced, they said, "I don't want to hear you yap about your father. I'm not paying for this." I'll call it sugar. So if you are paying, which I highly doubt it, but if you are, I'd gladly give you a refund. Unbelievable. But know, I know we're not all the same. We definitely, that just ripped right off that tag. Maybe I should leave it on this one. Exactly. Exactly. And I'm pretty transparent with you guys, and something's up, I'm usually telling you. Oh, this one's gonna rip off too. That's probably a better idea, Rhonda. It definitely is probably a better idea for me to attach it that way instead of the way that I'm trying. The brain is working, but not 100%. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Deanna blocked them. Yes, she did. Thank you, thank you. Deanna was on the case. I was just about to pick it back up again. Okay. This time it's gonna work, right? And over. It's so slippery. We love working with balloons. Maybe I made it too tight. Yes, Louise has a message. If you don't want to see the live anymore, no worries. She could permanently block you. Okay. We got her attached. It done it proper the first time. I wouldn't have had any issues. Thank you, thank you. And yes, Louise loves that block button. Okay, I am 5'9". This is how tall the balloons are. I might have to go out in the hallway for my pictures. I have too much things around today. Balloon envy, I totally get what you're saying, 1,000%. That happens a lot. Yes, Louise, a block party. Thank you, thank you. Now, this one is going to have the basis again. So we're going to do this one. Now you guys are seeing it backwards, but it does say grad. Definitely do them the day before, or if not, a few days before, just to make sure you don't have any holes. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Very much appreciated. So now we get 2 of these thingies. They are elastics. You can do it weeks in advance if you would like. Thank you so much. Cherry. It's late for you right now, isn't it? Or it's getting late. So here is a G, A, no, an AD. You are very, very welcome. Yeah, you can, weeks in advance, you can inflate foils. Good morning, K-Joy. It's 11 p.m. And you've got to work in the morning. I'm just going to open her up. This one is going to be big as well. Yes. Maybe I need to come on earlier. Maybe I need to start at 9 a.m. EST instead of 10 a.m. Okay. high float unless you're using helium. Yeah, you put helium in your loose matters, but yeah, no high float with just air. It's not necessary. Not with coil. I will finish it off with the hand cut. Yeah, the only time I would use high float is with 260 balloons, or if you're using helium. Otherwise, you don't need high float. Is that supposed to be on there? It's like a big stripe going across. Why not? I don't think it's supposed to be on there. It even has a little grad cap on there with the tassel. But I am seeing a line. You see that line over here? There is a line, and I don't know if it's supposed to be there. But it's not like I could turn it around and use this side. I don't know, I'll inflate the other part and see if that's supposed to be there. Give it one more shot of air. Let's see. I think that's was a mistake. Maybe that's why these are at the tree of the dollar. It just says seasonal collection. Seasonal collection is the brand. I don't know. You're welcome. No issues with the other ones, aside from these being really long. I mean, I don't think it would be a big deal. It kind of looks like it's supposed to be there. Okay, so far I'm not seeing that stripe on here. Give it a little bit more hair. Thank you, Beaches. Thank you, thank you. We don't want to give too much. Especially if you are going to be transporting it. If you're making this for a customer and you're going to be transporting it, you want to underinflate it. And when you arrive at your location, then you will fully inflate it. Okay, this one only gave these. Hopefully they are stronger than the regular hanging tabs. Thank you, thank you. Hello. Just in case anybody doesn't know, I think it's Michaela Makes. If you guys remember a username called Roll the Tap. Oh yeah. Let me see if that'll work. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm usually. Let me try this first for a sec. I'm gonna see if it works. That's it. Sorry, not today. That was her username, but it has been changed. She was confusing us. Every time I saw your name, I'd be like, sorry, not today. Somebody must be telling somebody, sorry, not today. Okay. And what I will do, I'll be extra gentle. And you should take this down, cut off any tabs you don't need. We are just checking out these tree of the dollar balloons. Now we need the bases. She's laughing over there, that's good. Laughter is good for the soul. Very good for the soul. I don't know if any of you are into comedy. If anybody watches Anthony Rodeo or Rodea, he plays Zia, Lucia, and Uncle Vinny, I think it is, Vincenzo. So funny. Next time you're on YT, put in on the search, Zia Lucia goes to the doctor. It's funny. The doctor says, Lucia, have you cut down on sugar? And she says, oh, yes, doctor. I don't take no sugar. But sometimes I use some sambuca. It's just funny. Especially if you like Italian humor, comedy. Did she have the draw? I don't remember the date she had the draw. Oh, yes, Londi knows who I'm talking about, right? That was my favorite part. No, doctor, I don't use any sugar. Oh, and then he says, you eating pasta with carbohydrates? No, doctor, I don't put any carbohydrates in my pasta. And then he tries to tell her there's carbs in there. She says, listen, I don't tell you how to be a doctor. Don't tell me how to be Italian. It's so funny. I put it on for my father yesterday and he was laughing. He was laughing at that and he was laughing at something else. And there's another comedian, Frank Spadone. You have to search Frank Spadone plastic couch. He talks about how his mother always had plastic on the couch that was in the showroom. Because a lot of Italians, especially back in the day, they had a showroom and then they had another room. That other room is where you could sit. The showroom, no, it's only to look. I've never heard of him. I'm gonna have to check him out. Another funny, what is his name? He is so funny. It's gonna come to me. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna write that name down because I love Italian jokes. Love it. There's another TikTok channel. The guy always makes fun of his grandfather. His no. I can't remember now. Okay, Louise knows him too. Okay, so it's Sebastian Maniscalco. Wait, no. Maniscalco, if I'm saying it right. Who's the other guy that I'm thinking? He's got the long hair. I'm thinking like Johnny something. I gotta put some of these on for my father, especially too back to the Anthony guy. When the Anthony guy imitates his father, thank you. It sounds like my nono, my grandfather, and it's so funny. Oh, speaking of funny, look up Anthony Rodeo edibles. He talks about how he gave his father edibles without his father knowing. It's so funny. So funny. Even though it hurt to laugh, my dad was laughing. Uh-huh. Yeah. My grandfather built a shed just for plants and heated that shed all winter long. Anybody else have an Italian father or grandfather that does that? My father was asking me a couple of days ago and said, when I come back tomorrow, is there anything you want? And I want some fruit. Except for he's not talking as loud as I can talk. He's whispering. I said, okay, what do you want? Pineapple. I said, okay. Susan heard him mention pineapple, and she says, no, John, there's lots of pineapple in the freezer. Okay. Cantaloupe, honeydew melon, and grapes. I said, okay. So I go back the next day. I have the cantaloupe, the honeydew melon. Then I didn't know if he wanted green grapes or red grapes, so I bought them both. Susan's flipping because she says, you know, he can't eat this, right? I said, yeah, but it's here. He could try to eat it. You made tomato sauce? Hey, Monday, I'm coming over. I'm going to be making spaghetti sauce for dinner, but it's It's not going to be the same as what you're making, or what you just made. And he also asked, anytime, careful, he also asked for chestnuts. So I'm like, okay, you're talking about, because there's ones that Aurora Foods does. They're in a kind of a foil bag, these chestnuts. He goes, no, some of the northern states, they're ripe now. And I'm like, uh-oh, okay. There's not going to be chestnuts. I didn't tell him that. But I don't know what he's talking about in the northern states. I guess the chestnut trees are ripe. We tried to grow a chestnut tree. Hello, hello. It didn't really work. You know how I said that my grandfather built a shed for his plants. Well, my father didn't build a shed, but we have a back room in the house. I can't remember. I'm trying to remember when you used to go into my nona's, right in the door, they had this crescent, and it was from where they're from. But I believe my father was born here. From the stories he tells me, Grandma and Grandpa, they came over here. I think he told me they had $35 in their pocket. They thought they were going to be in Ontario, but they ended up, I think, in Nova Scotia. But they made it here, and they made it work. I just got to remember now what region. I can't remember because instead of saying what he is, I always say to him, you're not Calabrese. Because he has this joke with Calabrese are hard-headed. I'm sorry if anybody is Calabrese. But he has a joke about that. So even the other day I said to him, come on, Papa, you're not Calabrese. You can do it, you're not stubborn. But I promise you have a hard head. Are you Calabrese, Louise? I'm just going to hide away now. But she knows. She knows. Okay, I'm going to fix this up in a second. Also, you guys know that they're not going to stand up really on their own. It's taken, my dad was the hard head though. Papa might as well be Calabrese because he is stubborn. Hard-headed. Yeah. Doesn't listen. The doctor tells him, you can't do too much. He had a hernia surgery back in November. Tells him you can't do too much or else it's going to take longer to recuperate. He doesn't listen, so it took him longer to recuperate. Okay. if the protocol that he's doing works. It's a man thing, yeah, I think so. If the protocol works, I'm gonna find a way to let you guys know what what they use. And that's true because Ron is not Italian, but he could be stubborn too. Oh, and speaking of Ron, boy, did he make me laugh the other day. I had spent the entire day with my father. He was at work. Then we met back at home, and I was a little upset, and we were talking about something, and I says to him, however, and you know what he says? Comma. I'm like, I think I say it too much. Like, I can't wait to tell Dawn. Now when I say however, he's saying comma. If you watch Dawn, you know what I'm talking about. Thank you so much, Beaches. Oh boy. Squeeze some into the other sections. Little noisy. I apologize. Oh, and before I forget, thank you, Rhonda. Before I forget, remember last week he asked me to drop the truck off. He was putting it into the shop to find out why the service airbag light was on. The original place that I took it to, Master Mechanic in Belleville on Front Street. But anyways, they wanted $1,000 just to do the diagnostic to find out why the service airbag light was on. My father had it taken to a shop that he deals with. It cost $70. The light is off. However, I was on my way driving home. The light came back on. But then it went back off. Yes, you got it, Sharon. The light came back off again. And now it just keeps going off and on. But that's not something that he needs to know right now. He's asking me, the light's off? Oh, yeah, everything is good. We can't have him stress. You see, Cherry, actually, I think the scanner that we have might even tell you on there. Mm-hmm. Yes, beware of that place that I mentioned, because they also wanted $10,160 to replace my engine because my engine was done That truck drives beautifully. And I don't know what was going on. I think it was a sensor. I think they fixed that sensor, but now it's possibly another sensor. But his best friend knows about it. He's the one who picked it up for me on Friday. I'm going to let him know. It needs to go back to him. But yeah, we haven't been losing any oil. Ron is checking it like probably way too much. But he wants to make sure that nothing is going to go wrong. But my engine is not done. So I think I'm going to call out that business in a video all by itself. This is for graduation. You guys are seeing it. This way would be proper, but I'm showing you this way, hoping that it's the right way. Big time scammers. I was telling some of Papa's friends about it on the weekend. They were like, why do you let that get away? Like, why do you let businesses get away with that? And I kind of pointed at my father and I said, because he doesn't like me reporting them. She's like, you need to. Because if you don't, they're just going to keep ripping people off. So I did say their names in here. And that is a franchise. Locations all across Ontario. Do you have one in Stony Creek, Louise? Or maybe in Hamilton? Master Mechanics. No? Oh. We had one in Newmarket. I will praise them every time I can. They were amazing. But Belleville, Peaches, your son lives in Belleville, Ontario. Yeah, the location in Newmarket was very good. I actually went to them in Newmarket because my other mechanic was trying to rip me off. My other mechanic told me, this is what he said to me because he knows I know nothing about cars. He said, you need a tune-up and you need new spark plugs. I said, okay, let me know how much that's going to cost. He wanted almost $1,000. So I told my mom and my dad, and they were like, no, like $300 tops. And spark plugs is part of the tune-up. So I started phoning around, and he also told me that I needed brakes. But giving me $1,000 price, forget about the brakes. We'll just do that. But I didn't go to him. I called around, and at that time, Master Mechanic gave me a price of $300. Then I proceeded to tell them that I needed my brakes, and I think my total bill was like $9. Brakes, tune-up, and the spark plugs. When I brought the vehicle in and I told them that, they were like, you really need a new mechanic. Because part of the tune-up is the spark plugs. Yeah. Pretend scammers. Okay. I think I was mentioning before that you need something for a weight, but my brain is all over the place, so I forgot. I'm going to get something now. Yeah, we talk about this a lot on here. These mechanics, a lot of them are just rip-offs. Absolute rip-offs. Oh, I didn't think I was going to get it up there. So big. So you can grab a bottle of water or a pop can, or actually, never mind the bottle of water. I forgot how much you see it. Yes, Louise learns everything about her car. Everything. She goes on the tube and she just searches for whatever is going wrong. This way, if she does have to bring it to the mechanics, she knows what she's talking about. Yeah, maybe a water balloon. The black water balloon would be better. Put at the bottom. I need to set these guys up and take, excuse me. Uh-huh. And she'll go to the junkyard and pick stuff up there. You know, they even charged me very recently, if you guys remember, I had a leak in the truck. And there was some kind of line that was going, I think it was the transmission line. Anyways, I told my father that they charged $1,000. And he's like, it's literally like a PVC tube, like a pipe. Like, there's no way it should have been $1,000. And then they charged me almost $350 to do 2 oil changes. And my father says, you still have the original filter that I put in that truck. So he said they didn't do the oil changes. They told you they did them, but they didn't do them. And I bet you any money, if there's a miracle and he's back up on his feet again and he get like really looks under the vehicle, I bet you they just did a little patch on that job that they charged me $1,000. I bet you. No, I'm not saying quiet about these scammers. No more. Uh-huh. Okay. I literally don't have a free wall right now. Wow, Louise says there is a cabin air filter in your glove box, and they will charge you $100 to change. It costs $10. And Cherry, you hit the nail on the head. Greedy, greedy, greedy. Then I thought about, because one of our news, that's what you want to call them, channels here, has, he's a guy that if you get ripped off or you have a problem with money or whatnot, you call him and he'll go there with the camera crew and everything. But I thought, I could do that myself. Why let them have extra stuff for their show? For their lives. Okay, that is really loose. That's noisy. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to tighten this. I think I'm going to be making it too tight. Oh no. Okay. It's too loose. Always have the camera on? Yeah. I think so. We have made a lot of trips back and forth to the farm this weekend. And it's an hour and a half there and back. Like, put it to you this way, on Sunday night, we left the farm, we got to Belleville, we went in the store, and Ron's like, where's my wallet? In the cooler at the farm. I forgot the cooler, so we had to go all the way back to the farm. So now that's however many hours all together. The oil is still great. No issues. But yeah, they told me that my battery, my engine was done. Liars. Okay, we just need weights in there. Let me see, I think I have a water balloon weight over here. Okay, it's not black, but let's see. It's just a balloon with water in it. I put the string like super tight, so it's making the base go. Let me put another water balloon. Maybe I'm going to set this up out in the stairwell. Yeah, there shouldn't be anybody going out there right now. That water balloon needs to be black. Definitely needs to be black. Yeah, I'm looking at it, you can see it. Okay, do I have any black balloons right here? No, I had some black. I'm not gonna wherever you are. It's okay. When I take the picture, I'll make sure I take it in a way and you won't see what's in the bottom. Let's see. So I usually put a pop can when they are the heirlooms. This is not fitting me down. See that? You see how you see it? You don't want to see it. You're going to see that soon. I think what I'll do afterwards is find my black balloons and make a good sized water balloon weight because it actually looks pretty cool. And then you add this with it. Thank you, Deanna. Let me see. I'm wondering if I can even get you guys out in the hallway. I'm wondering. Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can just place it so I can show you guys what it looks like. Field trip. Alrighty. Field trip out my door. Literally. These little flies coming from. Let me see. It's actually funny because I've never used the stairwell for any balloons except for a graduation balloon last year. So this will be year number 2 putting a graduation balloon where I'm putting it. I'm not cutting any tabs. I'll be right back. Many. Here, wait for this. Did you meow meow for the people? Okay. Alrighty. Was Moon was hosting, was she? The mini. You're keeping everybody company, eh, puppies? Yeah. Okay, first I'm going to take you through, because I'm going to be running out of battery on there. So I will be back to get you in a second. Mooney. She's too funny. She wants to escape. Okay. Alrighty. So that is where I ended up putting the grad. You guys are actually seeing it the right way. Or that I cut any tabs off. But just to show you, for $3 Canadian, so in the US it's probably cheaper. It's probably like $2 there. And then this one, which is leaning forward a little bit. I think that's just the way she looks. Okay. I'm going to be saying bye to you guys now. Thank you, Deanna. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, if I'm going to be back or not. We will see, but I'm going to keep you guys all posted on my dad. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you, Deanna. Thank you very much. I will be back. Bye for now.